Hi there, and welcome to day two of optimizing your business. If you were with us on day one, you really had an opportunity to hear from business coach Wendy, who really reminded us we're all in this together. So many of our friends and our colleagues in the event industry are experiencing the impact of coronavirus, COVID-19, however you want to address it. But we really developed the 7-day challenge so that we can be there with you, go through it with you, and help you get through this. We're spending time looking at how we can be innovative. This is a gift of time we've been given, and we want to make sure that we utilize this time to build our business, grow our business, and refocus our strategies. We are doing that with you today, and we're talking about optimizing your offerings. How do you take all the great ideas, inventory that you have, and really promote it to the best of that ability?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yesterday we talked a little bit about what we were doing with that exercise. And one of the things we talked about was collaborations and coming up with guides. And we talked about how when we've done a guide in the past, like, are we really promoting it? Are we doing everything that we can to make sure that we are describing it in the right way? And so we wanted to walk through just a little bit of our exercise with this offer that we're doing right now with you guys. It's a free offer, but it's still an offer. We still needed to come together to figure out a way to get you to come on board and watch with us and follow along. So to Iris's point, we had to start with our idea, and we came up with this concept. But then we had to actually put it into words. And we came up with a lot of really great content, but almost too much. That's usually our problem. We have too much, too many words. I don't know if everyone else has that same problem, but that's definitely our problem. And so how could we synthesize it so that, one, we're just not overwhelming folks, but also we had to come up with a way to convince partners to join us along this journey. So you heard from Wendy. You're going to hear from Donnie Broxson, the CEO of Acento Marketing, lots of other people, but we had to pitch, to those folks, like, this is what we're trying to do. And so what we experienced was really narrowing down our descriptions of what we're doing to some bite-sized chunks that were much more manageable for a partner to really understand and want to learn more about. You really are just trying to, especially in the beginning, trying to get someone's interest to learn more so that you can have that follow-up meeting, conversation, whatever it is. And then as you go down the funnel, you get deeper into what you're truly describing. But one of the things that we were just debriefing on was when we put, like, for example, in a direct message, like, everything and anything, all this content in there because we're just so excited about it. And, we do this whole dump of information. A lot of times it's crickets on the other end. Like, we feel like we scare people away. But if we learn from that and look and see, like, okay, they didn't answer, or when I did say something, what worked. So what we're notorious for is we have like our different notes that we take and like Microsoft, no, I guess it's not Microsoft. It's like our Mac notes are on our phone and on our computer. And so we'll jot down little descriptions of sayings or things that worked. So when we finally started to say something like, we're putting together a 7-day challenge or a program to help event businesses make the best use of this gift of time. And would you be willing to partner, or would you like to hear more? We'd love to partner with you. And just a little bit gave them enough, because, who can argue with helping small businesses? But it gave them enough just to at least want to hear more. It gave them an out too. If they, are busy or just aren't interested, it's totally fine. But it's much easier to take it in increments than, do the whole everything and anything all at once. So
And sometimes that's really hard to do because you are excited about your business, your product, your service, and you just want to give it all to them, because the more that they know, they're just going to love it just as much as you are. But you have to be strategic in how much you give, and the timing that you do so as well.
That's right. So from that kind of initial content, we have this guide, we have these worksheets, we have so much to put together, and we've got, the emails and the videos and everything else. So we've tried to parse it out into different places. But one of the more important elements of promoting your offer is through visuals. And so we also wanted to share one of the components of our offer and the tools that we use to help make our job much easier. So I'm going to share my screen. And so what we're sharing here is actually a program called Envato Elements. And this is actually stock photography service, but it's much more. We really like Envato Elements because it gives you so many more things than just images. I'm just going to do a quick search, for example. So if you are a florist, for example, and you wanted to find images to complement whether it's your social media or your brochure, your website, things that you're putting together. Maybe it's just something for your stories, and you want to have something pretty on the background to describe it. They give you, so many different photos to choose from. There's videos as well that you can actually pick from, which is pretty amazing. Um, Different graphics. So if you have like a brochure or some type of a flyer that you're trying to create to promote something, that's great. They do, if you're doing a pitch, they have presentations, they have web templates, they have fonts. So all of these fonts come along with it. If you have a WordPress site, they have some different WordPress templates. They have just so many different things. And if you look up here, there's like 4,000 things if you just look up florist alone. So we found Envato really helpful. I think it's maybe $120 or so for the whole year. And if you think about every time you download a photo or download a font or something like that, it's more than made up for it. So we use this all the time for a lot of what we do, especially because we have a website. So we're always in need of photos. And then another tool that we use that we're not sure if everybody knows about, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but if you're not as familiar, Canva. Um, Canva is like Photoshop, but made easy. So everything that you see here is drag and drop, and you can create, they actually already size everything for you. So they have a lot of templates for Instagram posts, Facebook ads, all types of different things. And we're going to show you what we've done, but they give you a ton of different options. Some that have, where you can incorporate videos and things like that, but they have everything really well laid out so that there's a good space to picture ratio, and you can look really professional with using Canva.
And
And
like
so,
you said, Canva is drag and drop, so it's easy for you to incorporate a feature or an image or a text and get rid of it if you don't like it. And then it's a way for you to kind of make multiple versions to kind of compare. So if you have a team or someone you're reviewing it with, it's easy to kind of share with your business partners as well.
yeah. So you're really seeing a peek behind everything that we do, because you can see so much of what we've created is here in Canva. But just for example, the YouTube art that we created for each of these videos, we used Canva. We used Envato for the imagery, and we did actually all of these little graphic um, images here were from Envato as well. The font was from Envato. And so we just pulled all these pieces together and we're able to make some really cute YouTube thumbnails. So this is from yesterday's. You'll recognize this from today. Sneak peek at tomorrow. So we've already created all the ones that we need, and we can share this so Iris can take a look and she can make her edits or whatnot. And then I was just going to show you one more, which is our Instagram stories. So again, they've got a whole bunch of templates, and they've got all these little challenges and things like that that you see other people do. So you can get a template and use it and make your edits. So here we incorporated the kind of the branding, if you will, for the program, and added some information, left some space here for gifts and fun things to add. And then we did one for joining our Facebook group page. We did one that talks about like what you're going to learn throughout the time. Kind of a challenge where people can add other people that they'd like to invite to the challenge. So please use that. That'd be awesome. But as you guys know, in your stories, you're able to save them and make them highlights. We're actually not very good at that. We have to do more of that. This is what we created for Wendy's story announcement, and then this is what we've created for Donnie. So we'll just keep, you with Canva, you can, I'll just show you really quickly, you can duplicate or copy a page and then, add your edits. You can just drop in a photo really easily. You can, add text. It's just very drag and drop, and it's super easy to use. And we've, for our offers, so we're talking about that combination of making sure that we've taken this great idea, then we've brought in our thoughts on how we're going to package it and just like describe it and put the actual content together. And then we apply the visuals and complement it so that we can really tell the story in a way that is more engaging.
Well, there you have it. We are excited about day 2 and having the conversation with Donnie on optimizing your offering. So catch us on our new Facebook group, Festively Frienders and Event Biz group. And also check us out on YouTube if you've missed any of our videos, or if you want to now join us for the rest of the videos that we're going to be bringing to you this week for the Festively 7-Day Challenge. There you have it.
Take care, everybody.